Welcome back to the channel. Let me ask you something. When a woman meets an older man, what is the very first thing she notices? It's not just about age, money, or even looks. Women are highly observant, and they pick up on subtle behaviors and traits that tell them exactly what kind of man they're dealing with. Today, we'll break down 7 powerful things women notice in older men, and you'll see why these qualities often make older guys stand out from the younger crowd. 1. The way he handles pressure. When life throws a curveball, women immediately notice how an older man responds. A younger guy might get frustrated, complain, or act out of impulse, but an older man often approaches challenges with calmness and perspective. His ability to stay level-headed under pressure is something women admire because it shows resilience and control. It makes her feel like she can trust him in difficult situations. This trait is especially powerful because women naturally seek stability in relationships. When she sees an older man solving problems instead of creating them, she realizes that he's someone who has weathered storms before. His experience gives her confidence that he won't fall apart when life gets messy. This sense of dependability is what sets him apart. For women, this calmness under stress isn't just attractive, it's reassuring. It communicates strength without aggression, wisdom without arrogance. It shows her that he's not a boy, but a man who knows how to face the world with maturity. That is one of the biggest differences women pick up on right away. 2. How he treats service staff. A woman doesn't just notice how an older man treats her. She also notices how he treats everyone else. Simple moments, like how he talks to a waiter, a cashier, or a delivery driver, reveal his true character. Older men often understand that kindness and respect go a long way, and this maturity instantly stands out. If he's polite, patient, and appreciative, she sees him as someone who carries himself with class. This small detail shows her he's not putting on a show just for her. He's genuinely respectful as a person. And that's an attractive quality that younger guys sometimes overlook. His attitude towards service staff tells her more about his values than anything he could say directly. Women connect respect toward others with how he will treat them in the long run. If he can show consideration to people he doesn't need to impress, it reassures her that he's consistent, grounded, and kind-hearted. This observation might seem small, but to a woman, it speaks volumes. 3. His level of self-control. One of the strongest things women notice about older men is their ability to maintain self-control. Whether it's drinking in moderation, keeping emotions in check, or staying disciplined in their routines, older men often show restraint that younger men lack. Women see this as a sign of strength rather than weakness. For example, if she's out with him at a social event and he knows his limits, she feels safe and comfortable. He doesn't embarrass himself or her by acting recklessly. Instead, his discipline communicates that he's dependable, composed, and not easily swayed by temptation. Women appreciate a man who can lead himself before trying to lead others. Self-control also extends to conversations and arguments. If he doesn't lash out or lose his cool when challenged, it shows her that he's emotionally secure. That kind of stability is rare, and it gives her confidence that he's someone she can rely on in both everyday life and tough situations. 4. His ability to listen without interrupting. Listening might sound simple, but women notice immediately when an older man does it well. Many men are quick to interrupt, cut in with their own stories, or shift the attention back to themselves. But older men often let her talk fully, listening with patience and attention. This makes her feel heard and respected. When he maintains eye contact, nods, and responds thoughtfully, she feels like he values her perspective. Unlike younger men who might rush to impress, an older man shows he's comfortable enough not to dominate the conversation. His patience creates an atmosphere of emotional connection. This kind of listening leaves a lasting impression. To a woman, it's not just about words, it's about how he makes her feel. By letting her express herself without judgment, he creates trust, intimacy, and a deeper bond. That's something women deeply appreciate and often crave in a relationship. 5. The subtle way he shows confidence. Confidence is one of the most attractive qualities a man can have, and women notice the difference between real and fake confidence right away. Older men often project it subtly, not by bragging or showing off, but in the way they move, speak, and make decisions. That quiet self-assurance is magnetic. When a woman sees an older man walk into a room with good posture, relaxed energy, and a calm presence, it stands out. He doesn't need to force attention because his confidence naturally draws people toward him. Women find this especially attractive because it shows he's secure in himself and doesn't need constant validation. Subtle confidence is powerful because it makes women feel safe and admired at the same time. They know they're with someone who knows his worth but doesn't need to shout it out. That balance of strength and humility is something many younger men struggle to master, and women notice it instantly. 6. How he dresses with intention. Appearance plays a big role, and women instantly notice when an older man puts thought into how he dresses. It's not about wearing expensive brands. It's about clean, fitted, and intentional choices that reflect maturity. A well-dressed man communicates that he respects himself and the people around him. When she sees him with polished shoes, a neat jacket, or even just a well-fitted casual outfit, she connects it with discipline and attention to detail. She doesn't just see clothes, she sees effort. That effort tells her he's someone who values presentation and has a lifestyle built on self-respect. A man who dresses with intention stands out because he shows he understands subtle cues of attraction. Women pick up on those details immediately, and they see it as a reflection of his confidence, his class, and even his success. 7. His emotional maturity in conversations. Finally, women notice how emotionally mature an older man is during conversations. Can he talk about deeper topics without shutting down or becoming defensive? Can he express himself clearly without needing to win the discussion? These traits separate him from younger men who often struggle with emotional balance. When he's able to share his thoughts openly while also respecting hers, she sees him as someone who's stable and trustworthy. This maturity shows he's comfortable handling not just surface-level fun, but also deeper emotional connections. It makes her feel like he's someone who could handle both joy and challenges in a relationship. Women find emotional maturity highly attractive because it signals partnership. They know that with him, conversations won't spiral into unnecessary drama. Instead, she sees a man who values peace, understanding, and growth, qualities that make him stand out in her eyes. So, those are the 7 powerful things women notice in older men. And as you can see, it's not about money or material possessions. It's about character, presence, and the subtle ways maturity shines through. If you focus on these qualities, you won't just stand out as an older man. You'll become unforgettable. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. Drop a comment below and tell me which quality you think matters the most, because your perspective might inspire someone else watching.